Section 2, Functional Control.
Young dancers tend to hold extra tension in places like their upper body and shoulders. And this needs to really be corrected before point work has begun. So we really want to bring that tension into the core area like we talked about previously. The first step we look at is grand plie. So from the side, in our grand plie, I'm in a second position. As we descend, we keep our neutral pelvis, we keep our torso straight, abdominals engaged, all the way on the way up. Our knees go out to the side over our second toe. We don't want our knees to bend in forward. So we keep that turnout from the hip. From the front view, when we're in our first position, grand plie, we go demi, and then grand, keep the heels close to the floor, and then press them to the floor as you demi and stretch. So all of our alignment is maintained in our grand plie. Next, we have our tendu. So there are several very important aspects of our tendu. We'll start with our foot. So we look for brushing out, pointing through the ankle first, and then the toes. And then when we come back in, we go through the toes and then in. So ankle, toes, toes release, and in. So from our sideways position in our tendu, you can see that we maintain our alignment. We have our abdominals engaged, pulled up, our turnout is engaged, so that when we do our tendus, all of that alignment stays the same, whether you're going to the front, to the side, or to the back. Nothing changes. We don't lead with our bottom, right? We don't bend our knees. All of this has to be there. Single knee bends. So this is a single knee bend in parallel. We look for our kneecap tracking directly over our second toe. This happens by having strength and stability in your glutes and your center. We don't want the knee to go inward. That is incorrect. That means your glutes are weak. We want to stabilize from the pelvis and the core so that when we go down, everything stays in perfect parallel alignment. So those are our single knee bends. Next, we look at a single leg rise. So that means without bending the knee, we lift up to our demi point on one leg. So what we look for is that parallel alignment. So in our releve, our center of the kneecap is directly over the second toe. We don't want the ankle to go to the pinky toe or to the big toe, but right in the middle, the second toe. This requires glute strength, calf strength, and strength in your foot and ankle. So standing on one leg, we check for alignment. So your second toe is the center line that runs all the way up the center of your leg, center of your kneecap, center of the thigh. So when we rise up on one leg, we keep the second toe as the center. We don't want to go to the outside and sickle or to overwing and go towards the big toe. So from the side view, our knee stays straight as we lift up. And our shoulders stay over our hips as well. Next, we look at the releve passe. So can the dancer maintain their square hips and maintain their turnout as they bring their leg up to passe? And from the side. So that knee is open to the side. We maintain the turnout. We have our center pulled up nice and tall. Passe is such an important position to have mastered in your muscle memory before beginning point work.
In échappé, in second position, as seen pictured here, We look for the dancer's ability to start in a nice deep plie in 5th position and then échapper their legs out to a wide 2nd position with straight knees and strong ankles. So we wouldn't want their ankles to wobble or go towards the baby toe, but we want the ankles to stay over the 2nd toe. For a saute in the air, as pictured here, or a jump, we look for the dancer's ability to stretch their knees in the air, making a straight line with each leg, and to have their toes pointed directly underneath the legs.